What's up? What's up, y'all? I just ended up switching up the quality for a second because I didn't really like the way the quality was coming out, so I guess we're gonna end up figuring it out for another time. How we're gonna end up doing those types of streams. Maybe it's just better to do it like this regardless. How are y'all though? How are you guys doing, man? We're gonna end up getting into this shortly. I know it was only 6 minutes, so I probably could have just kept it pushing, but I feel like it wasn't that wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be. So we're just gonna be on here for a little bit. What's that? Alright, this is better. I like this quality a little bit better. So perfect. Let me go move my laptop. Actually, no, I guess I'll just keep my laptop over here. How are y'all? How are y'all today? Oof, my haircut is low-key fire, Brody. Let's see where this goes. First of all, do y'all like the pink? Do y'all like the pink fit? Stop playing with them. I know y'all gotta like the pink fit now. Pink Fit is fire. Yesterday we were talking about the apartment houses. We had a bit of money discussions. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess it's gonna be quite similar. Is this in this economy, man? It's like just kind of doing what we were doing back a couple years ago isn't gonna end up working in this economy, y'all. We gotta grow, we gotta grind, we gotta do better in life, do better with things. And so currently, of course, for me, that is IT support. And, I'm currently just trying to pursue that and pursue a whole nother technical job or another technical jargon. You already know how that goes. Hopefully everything can end up going well, right? We'll see. We will see how things end up going. Let me see if I can end up sharing this. Okay, I was gonna say. And then I gotta log into my Discord. Share this on Discord. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How are you guys doing today? But no, yeah, man. So I just want to get a little bit into that about how, man, like life is life and life just is doing what life ends up doing, man. And I feel like just for things to end up getting better, of course, we gotta end up striving for better, right? We gotta end up striving, we gotta end up just doing what we can end up doing, just try to grind and get into better positions and work hard, stuff like that. Hopefully everything ends up run smoothly. Hopefully things go well. We'll see where life ends up taking me. I do have a video coming out though later tomorrow actually, so make sure you guys end up tuning into that one that gets a little bit into how I felt about the dream job failure, how I was trying to land my dream job. I was this close, but I guess it's not as close as I would have hoped or liked it to be. So we'll end up seeing. We will end up seeing. But oh yeah, so for one, how expensive life is. We were talking about this the other day too with apartment prices. But now I kind of want to get a little bit into the cost of living. I just went grocery shopping the other day, and man, like, of course I was able to afford it, but I'm just like, the prices were not the same. Like, for $200, $300, you were able to get so much more groceries. And sometimes it does come down to what you get where you're shopping at, but now it just kind of doesn't, I feel like. It's like, you're gonna be screwed regardless. You're gonna be spending hella money, you're gonna have to hard budget, y'all. And my biggest thing is like you should know everywhere your money is going. Hey, what is up, Diego? How are you, my guy? You should know everywhere where your money is going. No, I'm not. Um, but it's like when you don't know where your money is going, I feel like that's when the downfall ends up happening, or when like you start being really bad with money, or when things start to like life starts to hit you because it's like you gotta know, bro. You gotta know where all of it is just heading. You said, all right, we cool. No, yes, yes, sir. Um, and then of course you have social media. There's a little bit of pressure from social media on spending or just living in this economy. So my sister let me post on her account, but I'm 7 and she's 16. Can I edit for you? Please, I'll tell my sister too. No, it's all good. You said, do I have an Instagram? I do have my Instagram. My Instagram, let me go and see exactly what it is. I believe it's Marzy's Journey. I think it should be exactly what this YouTube channel is. So if y'all want to go and follow me there, that'll be super goaded. Thank you for following me. If that's what y'all are doing. So what's up, dude? What is up, my guys? I guess what? It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. He said, what's hitting me now is this cheese bread I had for lunch earlier. Oh no. That is crazy. That is crazy work. No, yeah, so it definitely seems a lot better when I do my streams like this. But you know, you got these crazy apartment prices, you got this crazy cost of living, economy is trash. We need to grind, we need to grow, we need to pick something and just hopefully just try to make that into a nice, good little career, bro. Because granted, currently I do work a pretty decent career job. It's just not something that I'm passionate about. And if the economy continues to go the way that it's going, it's like it may not be good. It may not last as of right now. So I just got to continue to grow, man. And I think we all should, of course, because there's a lot of like I don't know. There's just so much that genuinely just continues to go on or continues to happen. Things just continue to get worse. Have you all seen that? But like that, what is it called? Like that thing in California that's going on right now, where if what the hell is it called? It's like that it has a chemical waste in there, and so if it explodes, I guess it will take like the whole south of California or something like that. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what the hell is going on with the world, bro? He's like, what? I guess they're trying to get it to a point though where they can calm it all down, but we'll have to end up seeing. We would have to end up seeing. We genuinely would have to like figure it out, man. Because I'm like, whoa, that would be crazy if that thing were to end up exploding and the whole south of California ends up going away, bro. I'll be like, what the heck? How's your day? My day is good. I'm ma'am, by the way. I'm a woman. But no, yeah, my day has been going good, man. How has your day been going? I do have a question though. What actually I'm gonna put it on the screen. I wonder what you guys would end up saying to this. Truly. So what's the worst financial decision you think? Hopefully I can write the whole thing. Wait, please. Oh, damn, they won't let me write the whole thing. What's the worst financial decision? Oh, wait, actually I could do it like this. So make sure you guys end up answering away, because I genuinely wonder specifically. So I'm trying to follow you, but I'm not sure if it's you. It's more than likely me. Well, the one, it should have a picture of me on it smiling. So that's probably me. So we'll end up seeing that should be me. If it has a picture of me smiling and stuff like that. And it should be privated as well, so I would have to accept your follow request. So let me know what your Instagram name is so before I accept it. Because I probably won't accept it if I don't know. He said, I feel like the casting director could have been Love Season 3 and this FaceTime is too long. I'll contact you tomorrow. That's funny. See you later, my guy. But no, yeah. So somebody let me know, what is the worst financial decision someone can do? I feel like the worst one, and I think it's something that happens so commonly, are cars. I think cars always end up being like the worst financial decision for people because it's so easy to just like get yourself wrapped up in that if you don't end up understanding what it comes with, like when you are getting a car or like the interest rates, like they're gonna trick you, man. Or especially if they know that you don't know what the hell is going on, like they're just going to sneak you, take whatever it is. Some people like I heard of this person who has like a 20% interest rate on their car. Another person who has high insurance plus high payments. I'm just like it's crazy how much a car like, if you don't know about cars, you could really get yourself into a deep hole. Not saying completely, obviously, right? Because we need a damn car. But it's like when you don't know about interest rates and you don't know about, you're not paying attention to insurance, you're not paying attention to stuff like that. So I just followed you. Is that you? I only have my Instagram on that phone, so I wouldn't be able to see it until because I'm using my phone right now to be live. So I wouldn't be able to see it until I get off of live. But more than likely, it's probably me. 'Cause it's literally the same picture of me and it's just smiling. Like I look the exact same. So here's a gem. Bad choice of relationship is the worst financial decision. Ooh, that's actually a good one. I wasn't even thinking about that. That is actually huge. I've seen that happen to many people around me where it's like, but granted, what I've learned though is typically people in those situations, I've learned that a lot of the time they would say, oh, it's the relationship or oh, it's my partner. But then when they leave that relationship, they're still in the same financial mess. Like, so I'm just kind of like, well, maybe the relationship could have taught you bad financial practices, but now this is you. Like, you just are acting like this. Like, I remember I witnessed that one time and I was like, I genuinely believed it. I was like, oh, shoot. I'm like, this person's really dragging you down. And that person left and they stayed right there and went even lower. I was like, damn, got into another one and went even lower. I was like, oof. I'm like, what the hell is going on? but of course, that's just like some people. There are some people who genuinely are trapped in bad relationships that do pull someone down financially. But motherfuckers start learning off that, and then that's just what it is. Like Jesus loves all of you. Yes, sir. Amen. Hallelujah. I love the Lord. So when you buy what you want and not what you need, no facts. That's the biggest thing. Too, I feel like in this world that definitely is something that happens, and I think social media 100% attributes to that. Because before, of course people were having financial issues, but with social media showing other people getting what they want or trying to show tips and tricks of how to get what you want, it's like you're just kind of getting people to just spend their money, and in the end it's good for them, right? Because now you stay broke, they can continue to be rich. So it's just like, I'm like, if we could just, not saying of course if you are a social media presence and if you could buy those things, you could buy those things, but we know the people that be like promoting it and wanting people to end up getting what they want to get. I'm just like, bro, what is going on? Like, it is just crazy. So I don't know. I do not know, but how do people just start, they just start spending their money anywhere with the things they want, and that was something that I've learned really quickly too when I got like into adulthood, where I was like, if I can just sacrifice a little bit of what I wanted, how much further in life I could just be if I sacrificed that for like 5, 6 years and grew. I'm like, shit, I'll be in such like a way better position, and that's kind of like how it's been going now. You said, are you Afrasian? I don't even know what the hell that is. I guess no, I'm not. Says God died for our. Oh, it says how you doing? You hoop. I do play basketball, but not too often. So I don't know. We're gonna have to. I don't really play it. Granted, back when I used to play, I didn't have my glasses, so a lot of the time I played like crap. Like I never knew why because I didn't know I didn't have glasses. So I'm trying to like shoot, and I'm like, why am I missing? Like I remember I used to be really good. Like in middle school, I got the high school. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what the hell's going on. I put my glasses on the other day, made every shot that I put up. I was like, what the hell? I guess my glasses is the key. What is up, Vengeance? So did you know that the animal shadow is based on the Sonic, has one shaft but two heads on the end? In real life, I thought that was a crazy fact. I actually have no idea what that is. So I think your DP is like a back photo of you. My profile picture should be, if you're talking about my Instagram, it should be just a picture of my face. Like it should say Marzy's Journey with a Z, and it should just be a picture of my face. It shouldn't be a back photo of me. I think that I might have another Instagram that might be that, but I don't remember. You said what's going on. We're talking about currently what's on the screen. What is the worst financial decision someone could do? So how is life right now? Currently, man, life is all right. I feel like I'm in like I don't know what to call it because it's like a comfortable setting. Like things are very comfortable. Things are very normal, right? Like I'm getting paid pretty decent. I'm able to pay everything. I think the biggest thing is that if things were to stay the same and the economy continues to go downhill, I'm just kind of like, that's where it would be like, damn, this isn't the way. Things would end up getting crazy now. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people now who think life is genuinely difficult, like life is just going bad. And it's because, man, like the economy just gets worse and worse if you don't have a good job yet. Or, it's crazy about the fact that nobody can really live on their own now. Insane. So did you cross him over like Iverson slam dunk on him like Shaq? Oh hell no. I'm not even tall enough and I wasn't quick enough. I was more of a shooter, but then, I didn't have my glasses. You said if two men came into your room and attacked you and you only had the item to your left, how safe are you? I think I'll be pretty safe. I think I'll be pretty safe. It says, can you turn on the song? I don't think I can end up turning on music for YouTube Shorts. They would just end up copywriting, so it's a little bit like not worth it. Not worth it. So what you said, turn around. Let's see the straight of Hermas. That's actually really funny, bro. You said, what's the item to your left? I'll keep it a secret. You said, I recommend you a effing awesome song. Okay, let me know. Let me know. I don't even know how to pronounce that person's name. Shanae, like what? Shanae? I think from Martin. Never really watched Martin, y'all. I listen. I'm young. That wasn't a show I necessarily grew up on. I seen it. I seen a couple of stuff, but I didn't necessarily grow up on it, so I don't really know how much or who those people are. Not the Sith from Ice Age. I used to get that all the time back when I was in middle school. It used to be super funny. People had some funny shit to say back in middle school when it came to that. That's why I'm super used to it though, cause like I literally grew up around boys. Like that's just how boys are. Boys be boys. It's be really funny. So Russian doll. Oh, okay, I'll definitely have to listen to that. I said Mars no pick of you in the Insta. Okay, then that's probably not my Instagram then. Um, so Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. Okay, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one. I do like that one. I don't think I heard that one before, or I might have actually heard that the other day from I don't know if it was you or if it was another person. Let me go see though if I can log in. If I can't log in, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to log in through here. But I definitely do have a Instagram photo. It should just be Marzy's Journey with a Z. And it should be a picture of me. I know other people have found it a lot more quicker, but I don't know. I don't know why it's not popping up. So what's your gender? Truly want to know. I am a girl. So you're shaped like an old school sippy cup. That is crazy. He said, "Do you have any cavities?" No, I do not. Gladly. I'm super happy that I don't have cavities. I when I was younger, I used to have cavities, well, but as I got older, like once I got out of high school, 'cause I think in high school I did have to get a root canal, but once I got out of high school though, I've been very good with my teeth. Granted, it's only been what like 3 4 years since high school. Says dating slash getting into a relationship was my worst financial decision. Just need to put money into the stock market. Hey, that's kind of what I heard. That's what I heard previously, that dating or relationship is the worst. If you guys actually look into the statistics, the number one reason, well actually I don't know if it's number one. Let me stop because I don't really be looking at stats, but this is just shit that I heard. But one of the number one reasons, or I guess top three reasons for divorce is financial reasons. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. More than likely, what's probably happening is that one person probably isn't able to afford. So, like you for having awesome humor. Thank you, man. So, giving you a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. But I feel like normally the problem is that people probably I don't know how to explain it because I was listening to somebody's like mindset on TikTok and I could see how that could be a reason to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave this partner. Of course, though, marriage is crazy to leave, like, because through marriage, for marriage, you're supposed to be there, like, through everything, except for, clearly if that person is completely just dragging you down or, like, being, doing crazy shit with you, like that, like, there are reasons for divorce, but, um, as I was listening to this TikTok and this girl was talking a little bit about how she had left her boyfriend because she felt like he lacked ambition, that he was okay with being comfortable where he was currently at, but he didn't want to grow in any other way, and that she was actually willing to grow and she wanted to grow in a career, grow in just life, I guess, like grow in house, like get a better house, I don't know, some shit like that. And so I'm like, I could see because those like you're on two different pedestals, right? Like she's trying to grow and then you're okay where you're at. So I could see where that would be the wave, but or where that could be like an issue between people. But definitely like I could see too if I had a partner or I'm married and then they used all their money, because I was listening to, there was like this other Reddit story. This one was crazy. So this was like, well actually I don't think they were married, but they're together, right? This dude saved up about $30,000. The girlfriend saved up around $5 to $10,000, right? What ended up happening was the dude, without asking his girlfriend, ended up saying something like, or no, what did he do? Without asking his girlfriend, he bought a $20,000 block of cheese, right? I don't remember his exact math, but his math was completely wrong, by the way. But his thought process was he has this cheese, if he can cut it into certain pieces, that he can end up selling it for more than he bought the cheese. But in reality, he actually bought the cheese at market price. But before we'd even get to that, basically spent $20,000 that was supposed to be going towards a house for each other. Like they were supposed to get a house together. And then that didn't end up happening. So then I was just like, whoa, because he bought a block of cheese. Like I'm like I could, and she broke up with him. I'm like I could see why you would break up with someone like that. Because I'm like really, like we're working towards getting a house. He spent $20,000 on a block of cheese. Did your math wrong? So in the end, he was actually gonna make way less than what he bought the cheese for. Because what are the odds you're gonna sell every piece of cheese? The cheese started to melt and get moldy, so he never even really got to sell it. And I'm like, And it's like, if you go to that Reddit story, he's still defending himself probably to this fucking day. I'm like, that was just the dumbest decision you could have ever made. It was just so crazy. You say you don't believe me at all. It's okay if you don't believe me. It was on Reddit because honestly, on Reddit, those stories can end up being fake. But this is one of the most popular stories on Reddit because this dude did this and then he showed receipts, he showed pictures. It could have been debunked. I'm not sure. I never really looked into it that deep. But even so, this type of shit ends up happening, just maybe not exactly in that way. So I'm just like, what in the hell? It's just crazy. So that cut is pretty sweet. Thank you. So what's happening? Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just a little story that I'm saying. Said how old are you? I'm 22 years old. He said, hello, how are you? Hello, man, how are you? How are you guys doing today? Let me go and see if I have another question here that I wanted to get a little bit into. So I end up putting on the screen because I do like your guys' answers to what is the worst financial decision someone could end up doing. Um, let me see, let me see. Ooh, this is actually gonna be a good one. This kind of goes based off of the topic we did yesterday, but or a couple days ago. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna post this. Let me know what y'all's answers are. How much do you think is too much rent? I don't really know. I feel like for me personally, if it's a one bedroom, I would say under 1,005. I mean, well, yeah, I would say under 1,005 for a one bedroom. Anything above that would feel like it's too much, but in this economy, that's just normal. What is that, Muhammad? That's just normal. Um, but if it's a two bedroom, I'll probably say under 1,008. But what sucks is that it's only getting worse and it's only gonna keep rising. That's like the worst part about apartments right now and rent and just expenses. But so to me, that's how much would be way too damn much. But let me know. You said a hard question because the rising cost of housing. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like because even though I think too much is under 1,005, it's so hard, especially in my current state, to find a one bedroom apartment that's cheaper than like 1,008. So I think anything above 1,005 is too much. But at the end of the day, if I end up getting a new apartment, I'm gonna have to pay above 1,005. So I think technically it just comes down to whatever your opinion is, basically. In all honesty, whatever your opinion is. So do you like me? I mean, I don't know you, my guy. I don't know. I don't know you. I mean, I think this might be your first time that you've ever commented on my live. I don't believe I've saw you comment before. But no, yeah. I don't know. I think that would be what that's about to me. So stud question mark? Yes, sir. The other day, I would never forget, somebody commented and they're like, well, Drewski's coming for you. I'm like, oh, come on, man. How you gonna say that? But it's true. Drewski's out here and he has his stud shows. It is super funny. I think that I actually never really watched it. I just seen clips on it because it was so funny. So hi Zendaya says too much rent is what you won't pay buyer's market in it. That's true. Says well I want to share my most effing stupid secret. I mean, go. I guess go ahead, share your secret, my guy. What is your secret? Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to get my. I'm typing on my damn laptop. That probably was loud as hell. You said you have to sell a kidney. Oh no. Oh no, I ain't doing all that. Oh my god, they retracted it. I didn't do it. My hands are right here. I don't know why your message disappeared. I don't know why your message disappeared. It just completely was gone. But adulthood, feeling mentally drained, having to grow. He said, dang. It says, I said that now and I got a crown beside my name. Because you're messaging more than anyone else. So you're taking song requests? Not really. I don't believe I'm able to play music on YouTube Live. If I'm able to, I wouldn't mind, but I don't think I could. So you live in a car van. I pass $10 a night, including power. Ooh, that's nice. Says top much rent is when you have to sell a kidney. Says you give econ major vibes doing a survey for a class project. I don't. I wish I could understand the reference. Says corollary, is that you? Oh no, you can't do corollary dirty like that now. So 1,200 for an apartment is crazy. Anything in the thousands of something you'll never own. I mean, hey, that's true, but it's what's insane is that literally every apartment nowadays is 100% above that. So, but I'm retired on a pension. Hey, that's fire. That's good. So no worries. That's ends dollars. Says which U.S. stage are you from? Wait, which U.S. stage are you from? What the hell? Oh, state. Okay, my fault. I'm like stage. I'm like, is that the way people be asking nowadays? I'm like, I don't think I'm up to par. I don't think I understood that one. I normally don't like to mention exactly which state I'm from, but it is in one of the high cost of living states. So do you agree that a PS5 should be $50? I mean, at the end of the day, they gotta make money. If it costs more than $50 to make it, no. But if it does cost the same to make it, then yes. Said state, California. California is expensive as hell. I don't know how people be doing it out there. I do not know how people be doing it out there. But yeah, that feeling of being behind in life, especially too, because I'm at that age where us 22-year-olds, I believe, are graduating, right? Or have already graduated, are graduating around this time. It is crazy because if I were to stay enrolled in college, I would have my degree. So I feel like I'm from that. You said bye from Italy. See you later, my guy. But it's like I don't know. I feel like sometimes I sit there and I think, damn, like I would have had my degree by now, would have been up. But then again, you know how many people are probably coming out of college right now with their degrees and probably aren't even going to be making good money until way later, or might not even use that damn degree to end up working. Since you're paying for the PlayStation and the Sony name, dollars. Oh, okay. Okay, it says you watch UFC. No, not really. I only really pay attention if it's like a major fight. But then again, I since I don't really pay attention, I don't know what the hell are major fights anymore. I like all the people that I knew, like the names, they ended up retiring. So I'm just kind of like, or not retiring, but just not doing. Well, I guess basically retiring. They made hella money and just dipped. So that's kind of the way for that one. UFC isn't really my thing. I don't really watch too much TV or too much movies, like, or just any type of reality stuff because I don't know. It's like, or sports. My fault. I was trying to say sports. I'm like, what the hell? Why is that word not coming out? But I don't know. I just have always been the type of person where I feel like it would feel too unproductive. Like I'll feel like I'm doing nothing that's productive. Um, so for some reason, I just can't sit in front of a damn TV and be like interested. Said hi. What is it, Muhammad? Or like I don't know, it's so weird. It's something that's like really like programmed in me, and I kind of hate it because even when I'm having fun, I'll sit there and think like, damn, I'm having fun for 3 hours. For these 3 hours, I could have studied, right? I could have studied. I could have worked towards this. I could have did that. Um, and so that's like a major, like one of my major thought processes that I really gotta stop and end up getting over that shit because that's not it. That's not worth it now. All right, let me go see if I can end up finding another question or topic. I'm gonna see if I can try and do a little bit of a would you rather. Let me see. We're gonna do a would you rather here. Excuse me. Let me not do that one. Let me see real quick. Ooh, this one's good. Okay. Would you rather? We're gonna vote. Know your future or be surprised. Basically, kind of, I guess, what's gonna end up happening now, huh? Pretty much. We'll see. Okay, so y'all end up having to pick. Oh, damn, almost took down this whole damn thing. Oh my goodness, that scared the hell out of me. Um, it says my broke ass always is going to them effing Roblox giveaways. That's super funny. It said hi, how are you a girl or a man? I am a girl. So I know my future. Um, I I I'm a little bit iffy on that because what if like my future is shitty? But then I guess well actually okay, let me switch up the question. Let's say you know your future, but you can't change your future because I don't want it to be like, oh well, at least I know my future, so if it's crappy, I could change it. No. So it's either you know your future, like you know what's coming. I don't know, I think that would give me a hella anxiety. Like what if in my future I'm just like I have nothing. Everything goes to crap. I think I would be done for. So if I know it, I can avoid it. No, no, no. Let's say you can't change it. If you know your future, that's just your future. Because if you could like no, it's just your future. What would you do? Because I don't know. I think for me, if I know my future could be bad, and let's say it's not something that I can change, I just know what it is. I literally wouldn't want to like I would be in such fear. It wouldn't even be funny. In such fear. And so I think I would probably just be surprised. Because I don't want to know what the hell is going to happen. Because if I know exactly what's going to happen and I can't change that outcome, I mean, but then again, but what if the future's good? Because if the future's good, then it's like, okay, shoot, I can calm down. So there's like a little bit of perks and benefits. I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to handle a bad future and knowing way beforehand that the future would be bad. I think that would be my biggest thing there. Mm-mm. But no, yeah, man, life is tough. Life is tough, and I'm glad that we all can kind of go through it, that we all understand it. We understand these bills. I mean, some of us don't be paying bills now. Some of us are fortunate enough. Y'all are with family that's lit. But I'm 22 years old, y'all. I've been paying bills. I've been paying bills since I was 19, which is just ugh, you know what I'm saying? So it's not trying to be rude, but this is exactly why finishing college can matter. The questions you're asking falls into sample survey methodology. Oh, I hate that I can't even pronounce that. That just pissed me off. And statistics used in economics and finance. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, brother. I don't know what you was going with there. Because I was trying to see where would have felt rude in your comment, but I didn't feel like anything felt rude. But I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. So, where are you from? I was born in Orlando. Said I didn't understand shit this guy said. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if that was me. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe we do got to go to college because what did he just say? Like, I don't even know. And I'm even trying to reread it. It's like this is exactly why finishing college can matter. Okay, I got that part. College can matter because the questions you're asking falls into sample surveys. Like, what? Is he basically saying that this is like a survey that I could end up like finding without having to actually ask you guys? Like I don't know, or is he trying to say my survey, my would you rather is trash? Like I don't know, or maybe I asked a question and I don't remember what I asked, and he's probably coming at my question. I don't know. That was actually really funny. So, well, good luck, chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's actually really funny. I'm hella lost. I don't know, man. I think I might want an explanation, Brody. I'm confused. I'm a little bit lost. But no, yeah, man, the cost of living, trying to build a future, it's tough. He said, "Are you Lebanese?" Yes, sir. He said, "Just saying, stay in school." But I feel like I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You're saying stay in school, but what I'm confused was why. I think that was the point. You didn't end up explaining why. So imagine having numbers in your name. It says, "Oh, never mind." I'm like, my guy, you have numbers, Brody. Stop. I think I have numbers in mine too. You said, "Are you a guy?" Nope. I am a girl, my guy. I'm a girl. But no, yeah, it's just crazy. This is crazy. But no, yeah, man, I would have ended up finishing college around now if I stayed for my degree. But honestly, I feel like with the degree that I was going to end up going with, what I would have had, I don't think I would have known exactly which direction I wanted to go. I probably would have ended up working where I was working at now too anyway. Because currently where I do work, it is a freaking a career job and it's a government job. So it's kind of like it's a good job. You said you would be a great finance or economic major. Oh, is that what you were saying? Is that what you were saying? Okay, I don't know. Finance I wouldn't mind, or like accounting wouldn't be too bad. That's something that I would be interested in. He said, "Bro, listen to her voice. I'm asking my soulmate if she's a guy." I feel like some people genuinely just ask, simply because I think they're just trying to be funny because you could definitely hear it in my voice, and I feel like you could see it in my face. Like obviously the hairstyle is the hairstyle, but I mean I don't think it's that confusing now. I don't think it's that confusing. No, yeah. That's what I was saying. It's the hairstyle. It's the hairstyle. But not even. I'm telling you, even the other day, y'all, I had a beanie on. I wasn't even showing my hairstyle, and people still ask me that question. So I don't think it's the hairstyle now. I think people are just trying to be funny for real because when I had the beanie on, I even was wearing a pink beanie yesterday. How you gonna ask me if I'm a dude with a pink beanie? Come on. Come on. So are you looking at yourself in the camera in the mirror? I'm reading the chat. So the chat on the screen because I'm using my phone. Basically exactly where you guys end up seeing the chat on your phone, that's what I see. That's exactly where I see the chat on my phone. Even though I'm recording through the phone, that's how it pops up. So on these times you never know. No, I mean, hey, hey. So I have would you rather. Let me know. I could put it on the screen. What is your would you rather? A lot of people are going for know your future. I'm shocked. I'm more on the surprise side. I would love to be surprised. Tell me what your would you rather would be. Um but yeah, I actually and I do have a question. Well, I'm gonna wait until you end up telling me your would you rather because I do have a question. Especially for the older people too, because something I wanted to ask was a little bit about from back then to now, which one was the hardest financially? Because granted, back then, though expenses and cost of living and the economy and housing was a little bit cheaper, at the same time, it was still kind of matching your pay around that time. So unless you was really doing something like good or something, that paid just a little bit more hourly, you probably would have been fine. But I don't know, I just wonder. I think though back then must have been a little bit easier. 100%. Especially with the damn prices of houses back then. I wish I was able to buy a house for 100,000 4 bedroom. Stop playing. Nowadays, just to get a little bit of a 4 bedroom, I mean, depending on which state, if you're doing Texas, Florida, Carolina, you can find some houses, for 100K, but it's just not the case. It is not the case. You said, yeah, disappointment is a pretty common surprise, though. Hey, I mean, yes, sir. I agree. I agree. But no, yeah, I don't know. Say, God bless you, dear. God bless you, my guy. Amen. Hallelujah. I love the Lord. But no, yeah, man. It's just honestly insane. I would have to say back then, but of course, for the people that lived back then, because I wasn't alive before 2000. Now I'll tell you that much. So it's a little bit like, how was it back in the 80s, the 70s, even shoot the 60s? How was it back at that point? I don't think I got that much people on here that are older like that though. I'm not sure. So are you on PlayStation? I do play yes, I do play PS5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't really play no crazy games though. The only things that I really like to play is I really like to play, sorry. Um I'm really into like simulation games, like probably like The Sims or something simple like that. I like story-based games, Detroit Become Human, GTA 5 story mode, like stuff like that. He said, "Do you have Roblox?" I do, but I don't play. Says, "You won't regret going back to school. Trust me, just don't choose something with a low return on investment. I've made 100K a year for over a decade." Hey, that's pretty good, man. I actually am planning on going back to school. That has been one of my goals, and that's actually the whole point of this channel, currently is that I just wanted to document myself growing, obviously outside these streams, right, with my YouTube videos, with my other live stream. I've been documenting myself growing and trying to just start from like day 0 on something, how and see how it's going to be on like day 365 and just see where things are going to end up going. With life, I do eventually plan to get a degree, but I'm a little bit iffy on what degree I want to get in the current moment because I just don't want to do something that I wouldn't necessarily feel passionate about because I already work a good job that pays well. So for me, it's like if I'm just gonna go for a degree strictly for money, I might as well just stay where I'm working because it is a good career job. There's a lot of growth opportunities, there's a lot of different positions you can end up getting into and get paid very well. So I'm just kind of like, and it's a government job. So I'm like, I might as well just stay there if I don't find a degree that I'm passionate about. But I do have a couple in mind. I found a couple of websites and certain things where my intuition wouldn't be too much, or my intuition's crazy work. My tuition wouldn't be too much. It would probably be roughly around like 16,000 to 20,000. So I'm like, that wouldn't be too bad for a 4-year degree anyway. So it's like if I never made it into a career, I wouldn't care that I dropped 20,000 on a degree. Like that would be fine. But if I'm dropping like 50, 60,000 on a degree, I'll be like, oh hell no. But the current degrees that I have been looking at has strictly been around $20,000 for getting the degree in total, and that's even before financial aid or looking for scholarships. So I'm kind of in that realm. I plan to end up applying though very soon for a specific like college course or college certification outside of IT support in the CompTIA A plus and stuff like that. I plan to apply for, but I don't really want to say exactly what it is until I get it, until after I get it. But I'm gonna apply for this little thing, it's like a mini certification, and then from there, I hope to fully go all in college. And so that would be the new journey on my YouTube channel. As of right now, my first journey was web dev, my second journey was IT support, my new journey is gonna be my college journey. So that was something I really am excited and can't wait to get into. Says, can I go to the future and be with you? Oh. Says, unless you have someone who can surprise you, I like to do those surprises. So, okay, what's your username? I don't remember. Hey, what is up, Electric? Said, to be honest with you, as a stranger, I'm mainly on PlayStation because of voice chat and horror games. So we play the role of germs and soup hats. That's crazy work. I don't really play games at all, though. Like I said, I'm not the type of person where, or I am the type of person where I tend to feel like those things don't feel so productive. They don't feel productive. I feel like I could be currently doing something that could better, like actually better me in the future. Not trying to like say like anyone else who plays games is crazy, but I just feel like I barely do. Like it's super rare for you to catch me playing like a video game. Like I'm just so into doing, I don't know. So I haven't got into a fight besides 5 of them if you don't count those. Okay. Oh, you're that dude that's been saying you've been getting into fights. All right. I remember, man. Says sorry if that message broke your rules. I hate bullying. I don't know what message you did. It probably didn't even pop up at all because on my screen it didn't pop up. So I'm assuming it. Yeah, that shit. I don't think that shit it popped up at all. Says, your hair looks nice. Thank you. Says, that's the key word. You said you work a job. I was talking about building a career in tech for 15 years and the work is outsourced to AI in India. CompTIA is nice, but PMP. Well, no, I do work a career job. Like, when I say it's a career job, it is literally a career job. Like, people who come to this job specifically come to it because it's a career job. Like, and you don't need a degree for it. Pays very well. It is a government job, so it really pays well, especially depending on like which positions you do end up getting into. So it really just depends. But like I said, I do plan to go for a degree and hopefully be able to work a job that I am passionate about. Because for me right now, my current job pays super well. Like I'm chilling, but I just don't want like it's not mentally draining. It's not physically draining. It's not even draining, right? Like it's a good, decent, comfortable job. But I just feel like for me, I want something that I like and enjoy, that like I'm actually having fun doing. Of course, every single day isn't going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do expect to have those days where I'm a little bit annoyed at work, but I would want something that I am passionate about, man, or something that I could be like a little bit creative in, and stuff like that. Because my current job, though it's a career job, there's not really a supervisor going over your shoulder or doing anything. You said because the last time I walked, she had a beanie. I mean, I showed you guys that I had a bun in the back, but y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all I had hair now. I said I only wear a beanie because I just don't like the way my hair looks when I don't have it like being like a fresh cut. That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest thing. But y'all didn't believe me. And I told y'all, I said I'm gonna hop on here one of these days with my hair cut. Stop playing. So don't mind that, not for you, Mars. No, it's all good. It's all good. I don't know what you were saying, don't mind that too. Probably the I was gonna say your guys' messages aren't popping up. I'm assuming you guys are sending or putting like crazy stuff. So can I be a moderator? I normally don't put moderators simply just because it's like I feel like I don't have too much of like an audience yet. So like maybe if I was getting like crazy back to back to back crazy stuff, I would get a moderator, but I feel like there's no point as of yet. So alright, wish you the best in the journey. I won't say anything more. Hey, that's all good. I mean, if you want to chat, Brody, we could chat. I like talking. My biggest thing in life is I love to talk about careers. I love to talk about finance. I love to talk about growth. I love to talk about skills. Like if you have any skill you think I should get really good at, like let me know. Cause I'm just that type of person where I just want to know what type of things should I end up focusing on in life and just do because I'm super down to do it. And on top of that, not only am I down to do it, I'm down to do it as a journey on YouTube. So it's like if you have a good journey, y'all, let me know. Or like a good little topic, something that I should get into. I literally would do it. Like I just love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Because, that's the whole point of the content. My second thing is the IT support. Whatever my third thing is going to end up being, it's going to be like super, super lit. Hopefully, it's college. And then once I kind of get over what that certification is, I can kind of talk about what that whole thing is going to end up looking like after I get that. It's not an IT certification, y'all. It's something completely different. Y'all are going to be shocked. It's going to be so out of the realm. You're gonna be like, whoa. It's crazy. It's like Jason the Ween. Yes, yes, it's me. So would you like to join me, or you have a profession in yapping? Would you like to join me? I mean, I think I could yap. I'm one yapper, because especially when it comes to a live stream and a YouTube short live stream, you got to keep people hooked. So if I stop talking for even 2 seconds, Brody, people are jumping. They're gonna leave. So you gotta keep yapping, you gotta keep getting into it. I wish I currently started my stream literally like this first, simply because I feel like it's messing up my whole views right now, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna end up getting better at it. I got a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. Make sure you guys end up checking that out. I'm not ending stream yet. We got about another 15 or so, 10 minutes left with me. So whatever y'all want to get into, we can end up getting into. Surprisingly, a lot of people still picked to know your future. I'm a little bit shocked on that one. I don't think that's what I would want to get into. I wouldn't want to know what the hell my future is gonna look like. No idea. All right, so I have another one. You said, do I stream daily? Yes, I do. I put a lot into streaming daily, y'all. I've been trying to like come up with newer topics or newer things to do. But it's like I feel like every time I try something different, I always forget and then I start going back to what the hell I was doing. So I'm really gonna have to spend some time and think a little bit about what I'm gonna do for my streams a little bit more. But here we go. We got a new poll going up. Would you rather? And please, we're not switching the question, y'all. Be rich and stressed. All right, hear me out. It's not, oh, you're gonna be rich and then all of a sudden you can magically fix your stress. No, you are going to be 100% stressed, and it's gonna be hardcore stress, as in full blown stress headaches. All right, full blown stress headaches. What are you going to choose? You said how to earn money online. If you're talking about earning money through content, I mean that's probably the only thing I could really teach people. Granted, I don't make a lot of money off of content, but I do make money off of content, and I think it is where I'm currently at. I would have never thought I would have been here in the years of doing YouTube. It took me being consistent, I think roughly for about 6 to 7 months before I ended up getting monetized, or maybe no, yeah, I think like 6 to 8ish months before getting monetized. I think it took another 3 months to make my first like $100 off of content. Um, you said headaches, bro. The last time I had a headache was like last year, but the last time I gave headaches was yesterday. What is up? What is up? But no, yeah, so I don't know. I think if this were me, I would probably choose average and peaceful. So it took you 6 months to make money. I've been posting for 9. I'm not even close. No, honestly, I just happened to get really lucky because something that I was doing was I happened to, for one, be watching a YouTuber who really encouraged me to post every single day. And so I was posting literally every single day, same time, same video length, and it was vlogs. And I was probably able to build that channel up to like 100 subs in all honesty. But then that's when I somehow within 3 months came up with the idea of, oh, maybe I should pursue coding. Like, I don't know. It's just like I seen probably a YouTube video on it and I was like, F it, let me pursue coding. I made my first YouTube video on coding and it got a lot of views compared to my other video. And it didn't like blow up, but it was just like decent amount of views. I was like, oh, maybe people like coding. And so within 3 days of making coding content, I bought my first laptop out, like literally out of the spur of the moment. Like I didn't even put no money aside for the laptop. Like I had money, but it wasn't meant for the laptop. And I said, "F it, I'm gonna buy the laptop because I know at some point I got this." And so I started to really focus on coding, and the videos were getting a lot of views at that time, like 600. Well, a lot of views for a small creator. It was like 600, 500, 1,000, 2,000. And my subscriber count, especially when I started doing live streams. Live streams are huge, y'all. I wasn't even doing live streams like this. I was doing like vertically. I was doing live streams that were horizontal, and it was just of me coding, and I did it every single day. It was not the 12-hour loop shit. It was literally me coming on for an hour or two every single day doing coding, and I literally got I think that was exactly how I rose to 1,000 subs, and it took approximately like eight. I forgot exactly how much months, like maybe like eight, six, seven, I don't know, around months to end up getting 1,000 subs. And then I think after that, I pretty much, what happened after that? Oh, then my 4,000 watch hours as well came from the live streams, because if you do an hour like live stream, and let's say you have like 10 people in there, you're getting 10 hours of watch time. So my 4,000 like watch time came from the live streams. I finally did it and made my first $100 off of content. So that was very huge. I love talking about making money off of content because it was really something that I was striving for and working hard on. And I never thought I would get there, bro. Never thought. Savic channel. Oh, I think I already read that. Estimated for 2 years, and I'm at 104 subs. I abandoned it. Like I had your kind of mindset at first, and I lost confidence. Um, I think what allowed me, said shorts, and I average 1,000, but I'm about to quit. Now I was gonna say 1,000 for some reason. That's supposed to be like the like people try to say is like if you get 1,000 views on a short, that's like the averaging like one like on a video or one view on a video because 1,000 so easy to get. So I like you, I like how you handle IT and management. Hold on to your job a little, yes sir. Hey, what is up? What is up? But like I was gonna say, what content, where my mindset went was because when I first started content and my main goal, like when I first started, like back in the day, my main goal was like, oh, I wanted to blow up and get paid a lot. And so when that wasn't happening in like 3 to 4 uploads, I would quit, right? The biggest thing that made me stay consistent on this channel is when I dropped that whole mindset. I was like, F it. If I'm making content, it has nothing to do with wanting to get paid. It has nothing to do with getting a lot of views. It has nothing to do with fame. I'm going to make content because I just like to make content. Or I'm going to talk to my audience because I like talking to people, right? And once I kind of shifted that entire mindset, that was the most growth I've ever saw is when I did not care. And I was just like, wow. Because then when you start to care, that's when you start to see the worst growth. It's like it's so weird because it's like it's as if viewers can tell when you actually care, and it's like, oh, then they're gonna be like, f it. But it's like when you don't really care about growing and you're not focused on content, and it's just about putting stuff out there that you want people to show, and you don't care if you're gonna make money, you don't care if you're gonna get views. Of course, you care about your craft in a way, like you're gonna want to be creative, you're gonna like to do stuff a certain way and learn, but that's never really, it's never been the goal for me. Or it used to back when I was younger, but when I got older, I was like, I don't really care. So I literally see 15-year-olds making 5K a month with faceless content creation. That's literally crazy. No, yeah, it's insane. And it's what's even because I think I've seen another person do it that I used to actually watch, and then he randomly started doing it, and now he's probably made like around $10,000 a month off of the content that he was making, and it's faceless. Technically, he puts his face on it, but it's not really. And then recently, because he's been making $10,000 a month, I think for like a year, he ended up getting a couple of houses and has been Airbnb-ing them. And I'm like, it's crazy like how it could really just like flip like that and go that way. But what we have to understand is if you're starting content, don't immediately think it's gonna blow up like that. Because the person that I was watching before he got his channel to do that, he had about 7 other channels. He was trying so much different content, and then something just clicked and then it worked, but he was doing it for years and he was consistent, granted on like different channels, but he was consistent, and then something happened. I think consistency is really key and stuff like that. He said my first short that I made got 24,000 views, and that's what really kept me dedicated. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I tried doing like a shorts channel before too, and I was getting 30 to 40. I think the most I've ever had was like 50,000, 60,000 views on a short. Um, but I think I stopped being consistent on it simply because when it came to, I don't know, I feel like it just wasn't something that I liked because it was just, I think I was just taking videos from online. And so I was like, at some point, this isn't gonna end up working and it's not gonna end up going good regardless. So I was like, F it. I think I would rather make content where it's just like me being able to do this. Like I would like to just talk to the camera because it's not impossible for something like this to be for it to become something. Though it's not my main goal. I just like talking to y'all. And though it's not my main like I just like talking to y'all. I like making videos. I like being creative. My main goal isn't to blow up. But if that were to end up happening, it's not impossible. You know how many YouTubers who well, actually, the best thing I could explain right now is RPM. RPM is how much you get paid and how much money physically is hitting your pockets. Well, I guess virtually, but hitting your pockets per thousand views. If you have like an RPM of $4, and let's say that happens every time you get 1,000 views, whatever the math is, because I always forget because I don't have my damn calculator. But let's say you get like a YouTube video that does hit roughly 20,000 to even let's say 30,000 views, right? I believe you'll be doing are you doing 4 times 30? That'll be zero. That'll be like $70 I think you would get off that video. So then it's like, so imagine you're able to average 30,000 views every single day. Then you would do 70 times, let's say 28 days or whatever. And then whatever the hell that is, if I can get my damn calculator. 70 times, what was it again? 28. Or well, I'll do 70 times 30 actually. That probably would be better. You can make monthly $2,100 if you were able to average 30,000 views a day. And I know that might not be like a lot, but imagine if you were able to do that and that's just straight up off of content. I actually knew a guy who, granted, his RPM was a lot higher. I think his RPM was $10. So when he was doing it, he was probably getting 20,000 views per video. Maybe one of them hit like 60,000 views. So if you're doing 10 times 20, that would be like what? Like he's probably making 10 times 20. That's not, is that 200? I think I'm doing my math wrong. I think that's 200, but I don't think, is it supposed to be 10 times 20? Yeah, right, because it'll be $10 times 20,000 views. Yeah, so he was basically making $10 per thousand views. So when it was 20,000 views, he was making $200 off of each video he was uploading. And then he was able to get 20,000 views for the month. That boy ended up averaging by the end of the month almost $4,000 to $5,000 because the RPM could vary. Well, almost $4,000 to $5,000 just off of content that's like this, where he was literally just kind of recording himself going through his day. So it's crazy when you really think about it because it's like the numbers do feel so far when you just start. But if you were to stay consistent, it's not impossible. It could really end up happening. Even if it was one video. Like right now, because my channel is monetized, if I just had one video hit 200,000 views and my RPM is like $7, or let's say $10, I could make thousands of dollars just off of that one video. And granted, it doesn't need to be one video, it could be all the videos combined within that month. So it's like content creation, especially from YouTube, is crazy. The hardest part is actually just getting it there, and actually pulling that off and doing that. But that's why I always say if it's not on the front of your mind and you're just kind of making content, you never know what's gonna end up happening. I never knew or thought this channel was gonna get monetized. I probably had 3 other channels before this one. I had my gaming channel that was getting a lot of views. I should have stayed consistent on that one, but it was a lot of work that I didn't have time to do because I was already working 12-hour shifts every day. But I had my gaming channel, I had my Reddit story channel, and then I had this channel. This channel, every time I used to hop on here, I still have my old videos, so I gotta end up like seeing. But every time I used to hop on here, y'all, literally I used to say, "Oh, this is my backup channel or this is my vlog channel. Like, I don't really care about what happens on this channel. Like, this is just the channel I'm gonna show y'all what the hell is going on." Literally, this is the one that has the most subscribers now. My gaming channel, it was going up a lot in subs, but I stopped uploading, so it was at like 280, but it hit 280 in 2 months. And then my Reddit story channel I believe was at like 1,200 subs. This channel now is at 1,500, I think, right? I ended up hitting 500 the other day. Yeah, so this 2,500, my fault. So my other channel was at 1,004 or 1,002. This one's at 2,500. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it was crazy the way that this channel ended up going, and it's still shocking to this day, and I'm very grateful. for where it's at. I'm very grateful for the fact that it does make a little bit of money because it's not a lot, but it makes a little bit. So yeah, content creation is like bamboo tree. At first you'll see zero results, but then boom, one day your content will blow up overnight. No, definitely it could happen. So it is on YouTube Premium too. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But oh yeah. So a lot of people ended up voting for an average and peaceful life, I'm assuming. I think I would agree as well. I don't think I would want to be stressed and then have all the money in the damn world. Like, hell to the no. I would 100% want an average and peaceful life. Uh, so bad. Which, granted, I feel like my current life right now is kind of average and peaceful, but I don't think I would want to have all that types of stress. You know how much people out here do have, like y'all see the life that other people have, and some people would end up really wanting that life. It's like you have no idea what they had to do to get there, and what they probably have to do in that moment that you might not even want to have to do or have half the stresses. You know how many rich people are getting sued, and then you have to make sure that like and you're probably getting sued in multiple directions. So it's not even like it literally isn't a joke. It's super crazy. It's super crazy the way it could really go. But yeah. But yo, I'm gonna end up ending the stream and I'm going to put on my 12-hour study session. Currently in this 12-hour study session, the goal is that if you are currently studying, you could just end up studying along with it. If you were not currently studying, then you guys don't have to end up tuning in. It should pop up as a regular long stream. So it's just so bad that you even aged really early. No, that's what I'm saying because I remember back when I was doing some stuff or back when I think when I really felt like the pressure of life, like back when I was younger, I remember being so stressed to the point where it was like thumping headaches. It was the worst headaches I've ever had in my life. Now, of course, I have peace, but I'm like, damn, you said it's good to be rich and stressed, there's no peace in poverty. I mean, well, the question is basically saying you are going to be peaceful. You're gonna be peaceful. I hate when I put a would you rather and then people start adding some random shit. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. What it is saying is you are gonna be rich or stressed, or you are gonna be average and peaceful. There's no in between. There's no opinions in this. It's exactly what it states, man. It is exactly what it states. But alright, y'all. You said she's said average, not poor. No facts. Facts. You say you're back. What is up, electric? But y'all, I am gonna be dipping though. I am gonna be dipping. I hope you guys ended up enjoying the stream. Y'all can catch my study stream if you want to end up just supporting me, doing whatever y'all want to do. It was super fun talking to y'all today. I love y'all. Y'all are super goated. I will be back tomorrow, so make sure you guys end up hopping on that stream. And yeah, see y'all later. Oh, I'm so sorry, officer. I know you're back, but I'm dipping. Deuces, love y'all, love y'all. You said no peace in average too. Oh man, I don't know where you're getting that from, Brody.